Sa'd ibn Mu'adh radiallahu anhu in the battle of Banu Qurayza with the Yahud. He was their ally in Jahiliyyah. Sa'd ibn Mu'adh was the ally of the Jewish tribe of Banu Qurayza in Jahiliyyah. In Islam, he cut that relationship because now there is a new relationship that has developed, and that is the relationship of believer having his loyalty towards Allah, Rasulullah, and the Mu'minun. So he terminated all of the other relationships of loyalty that existed between him and the Mushrikeen and the Yahud. Well, when Banu Qurayza surrendered, they agreed, this was the condition, that you accept the ruling of Sa'd ibn Mu'adh. So they agreed. They said, well, this was our former ally in Jahiliyyah, he's going to be kind to us. So Sa'd ibn Mu'adh was brought in, and his people were telling him, be kind towards the Jews, be kind towards the Jews. Why? Because they were their allies in Jahiliyyah. See, Al-Aws wal-Khazraj, they were at war. Al-Khazraj had an alliance with Banu Qaynuqa, and Al-Aws had an alliance with Banu Qurayza. Now, after the Ghazwa of Banu Qaynuqa, the one who ruled among them was the head of Al-Khazraj, and that was Abdullah ibn Ubay, the head of Al-Munafiqeen. And his ruling was that they were let go, they were set free. So now Al-Aws want to do the same with their allies, former allies. So they were telling Sa'd ibn Mu'adh, be kind towards them. Sa'd said, لَقَدْ آنَ لِسَعْدٍ أَلَّا تَأْخُذَهُ فِي اللَّهِ لَوْمَةَ لَائِمٍ. It's about time for Sa'd to not fear the blame of the blamers in the sake of Allah Azza wa Jalla. As soon as the Aws heard that, they knew that their allies are dead, because they knew that that is what would please Allah Azza wa Jalla. They knew that this is the action that would please Allah. So Sa'd ibn Mu'adh was brought in, and the Jews were standing on one side, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Sahaba were standing on the other. Sa'd asked the Jews, he said, do you accept my ruling? They said yes. And then he asked Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Muslims, do you accept my ruling? They said yes. Sa'd ibn Mu'adh said, my ruling is that all of their men should be executed, their women, children and property to be appropriated by the Muslims. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, لَقَدْ حَكَمْتَ بِحُكْمِ اللَّهِ مِنْ فَوْقِ سَبْعِ سَمَاوَاتٍ. Your ruling is the same ruling as that of Allah from on top 7 heavens. This is what Allah wanted. This was the ruling that pleases Allah Azza wa Jalla. In that day, between 700 to 900 Yahud were executed in a ditch, in a trench. Something that would be called a mass grave by today's term. But if one wants to explain how come they deserved such a severe punishment, see, because this is not something that reoccurred in the Ghazwat of Rasulullah. It was a one-time thing. The reason is treason. One word. They committed treason. And the punishment is proportionate to the crime.